I was so nervous about sharing this journey because I didn't want to trigger anybody, or because I didn't know if I was ready to share it yet. I started struggling with eating after some trauma when I stopped taking care of myself completely, and I really didn't have a support system. And I guess in some way I felt guilty, so I was punishing myself. I learned that you correlate the self-sabotage with food because that's a basic necessity. And then I think it got worse when I got on birth control and I didn't really have that much of an appetite. I started losing a lot of weight and people just kept telling me how good I looked. I mean, besides my parents, they kept telling me I was too skinny, and I started losing all of the fat out of my breasts, and my butt was just a long back with no booty. I just had a long butt crack. I remember this one time a guy picked me up and he said, "Wow, you are so light." And it was the first time I think I had ever been picked up without hearing the person grunt like I was too heavy. It was the first time I think I felt light on my feet. And it was definitely the first time that being picked up felt good. And I don't really understand why the body dysmorphia itself was so insane, but for whatever reason, I just could not understand what my body looked like. No matter my weight, I felt like I was always the same. And then when I got off of birth control and I could feel my clothes starting to get a little too tight, I could feel it affecting my self-esteem even more. And I think it's because I grew up with a father in the household who basically told me that if I looked a certain way that I wouldn't be wanted or desired by anybody. And yes, this is the same man who tried to eradicate any blackness that I felt inside of me and made slick comments about my mom's weight, my sister's weight, any woman's weight, really. And I think growing up with that on top of the trauma just really fucked with my own perception of my body. And I think it even went a little bit deeper, and I think it went a little too deep to talk about some of the things here on YouTube. But I wanted control of my body, and that led to other ways of self-sabotage. I also didn't want to be perceived at the same point, like I just wanted to exist. And I think that's when I really started to wear a whole bunch of baggy clothes. I feel like the body dysmorphia on top of being overly sexualized all the time was just taking too much of a toll on me. And I was just sucking it all up like a vacuum. And I wasn't even setting any energetic boundaries to say, no, that's enough. I don't want this. I definitely don't claim this. And this is not how I feel about myself every day. Every day I'm getting better, and every day I'm telling myself I deserve to eat, I deserve the good meals, I deserve to eat fresh food, I deserve to eat whatever the fuck I want. I deserve to stick to whatever health plan or diet or whatever I choose to, and I don't have to worry about being paper thin with a fat ass and big old titties and just look perfect, and that's just not who I want to be. I want to be somebody who just eats because I fucking love food, and eats because I feel good when I eat, and eat because I feel healthy when I eat these things, and it's okay to have a sweet treat every now and again. I'm sharing this post with you guys more so for myself, but really just to let you know that you can eat whatever the fuck you want. Now, being at the sexy young age at 27, I feel beautiful in my skin. I don't need a partner to tell me I'm beautiful because I know I'm beautiful. I know that I'm thick and juicy and that I love my curves and I love my pudginess and I love my body, and I just love this body, this vessel that is caring for me. And I can't believe I spent so much time, so much effort, so much energy trying to change who I am, trying to make myself perceive myself in a way that I think others will like me, trying to shrink myself down so small just to be loved, when I could just love the body that I have right now, when I could just take care of the one body that I have this life. If you happen to just want somebody who's been through the same shit, please, I would love to have you be a part of this community. You don't have to feel weird about your body. How much of this are you carrying around that's not even yours to begin with in the first place? You deserve to feel good. You deserve to put things that you like in your body. And all we can do is really accept the journey and just show ourselves a little bit of grace when the time comes. Now, this is the first cooking video I've ever made. Let me know what I definitely need to work on. The recipes, to the best of my ability, will be in the description box. I didn't really follow a recipe for any of this. It was just going with the flow, knowing what I do like to eat, and kind of putting it all together. I will say that if you are nervous to try out any foods, just start with what you like. You like avocado toast? How can you elevate that? You like pasta? How can you elevate that? And really just starting to be more comfortable. I've actually started looking at cooking and that relationship with food as another way to be creative. How can I creatively nourish my body through food? Cooking is an art. It takes skill, I might even say, to pair flavors together, seasonings together, all for one dish to come out beautifully. And I think that's where you can really thrive if you are somebody who wants to take baby steps, maybe reframing how you look at food and how you look at nourishing your body and starting there. One of my favorite meals that really make me feel safe when it comes to eating are rice bowls or noodle bowls. Any sort of soup, I just feel like the warmth of the soup, no matter the weather, I always find comfort in. In a rice bowl, you can pair with so many fruits, veggies, meats, proteins, whatever, that the possibilities are kind of just endless, and you have a very open landscape to create with. Here I'm making a curry, and I'm actually just trying. There's no specific recipe I was following at all. I was just thinking curry and coconut milk with some veggies, and it ended up being a staple that I think I'm going to always come back to, just because, one, it took hardly any time to make. Two, this recipe is super quick and easy. Three, it's phenomenal. Like, it's just so good. It's so good. I love the taste of the curry, the chicken, the vegetables, the cilantro you put on top, and the lime if you have it. Oh, you cannot go wrong with a good curry. And not to mention, a lot of these recipes you can just set up in like a crock pot and let it marinate for the day, and then you just add your noodles and you eat it and you're good to go. It doesn't require way too much prep. But anything here is really beginner level. If you don't know how to cook at all, if you just want to try something, if you're working on healing your relationship with food, go at your own pace. If this just inspires you to make one meal for yourself, take that inspiration. Maybe make yourself a salad, maybe make yourself a rice bowl, something really simple. Maybe even try to make spaghetti with a different sauce, or maybe with a different protein, or maybe like a baked salmon and put it over some rice with some Brussels sprouts. Like, it doesn't have to be you creating a 5-course meal. I'm gonna be the one to say it. I mean, I'm sure we already know it, we've already been feeling it, but I kind of feel like social media and this whole girl dinner trend kind of just reinforces that we aren't taking care of ourselves. We're eating just a whole bunch of little snacks because we don't have the energy, or we have a weird relationship with food, that we are literally not even nourishing our bodies. And to all the beautiful, sexy people out there who are working on trying to either get that dump truck or grow their hair or have really beautiful skin, whatever it may be, you cannot be in a calorie deficit to have the dump truck, to have glass skin, to have thick hair. Just so we're all on the same page. You cannot give in to the hype of a girl dinner. Fix yourself some food. Make yourself a meal. You deserve it above anything else. You deserve to feel good about the food that you're putting in your body. And you deserve to feel nourished about the food that you're putting in your body. Thank you so much for watching this video up to this point. This has probably been my favorite meal to make. I still enjoy it to this day. I love a good curry noodle. Let me know in the comments what food makes you feel safe, or what food makes you feel like getting your food shit together and really just start taking care of yourself. Let me know any recipes you want me to try. Don't forget to read the description for the recipes as well. The spring rolls that I put the recipe for, and the curry noodles. But I love you guys so much. Just thank you for being you, and thank you for being alive at the same time as me, and I hope you subscribe and I get to talk to you real soon.